All right. How's that look, Kevin? I had to restart it, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's started yet. What is going on? Oh, am I good now? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I actually. Hey Ben, what's up, brother? I don't know why that did that for. That made no sense to me. Because I could see you folks talking, and hey, Duke and John and Mark. Excuse me. I don't know why that did that. And I guess it was on, hey, Joe and Bob. I guess it was on my end because I seen you chatting still. So I don't know. Hey, George, welcome in, brother. And April, Fernando is back. We got 18 people and 8 likes. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Welcome aboard. And Stephen, welcome in. If y'all can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. And Rich is back. He made it back in. I don't know what happened there. I had a good solid Wi-Fi connection and everything. Roger, what's up, brother? And boom, it just froze. And yo, it is Uncle Bon. Sure miss your voice. And I miss you filming. But yeah, sorry about that, folks. I don't know why that froze up like that. I don't know what the deal was. Hopefully that don't happen again. Anyhow, as I was saying earlier, I don't know who all caught it, but I went last night while my shoulder's still on the mend, and it's getting there. It's getting a lot better. And I went and checked. I'm paranoid it's freezing now. I keep looking at the screen. And I did an interview with that guy that the salvage yard, and he has all the Beetles and VW thing that I rebuilt the motor for. He just got a thank you, Uncle Bon. Thank you for that. I really appreciate the donation. I really do, brother. That's very kind of you. And Dave Buster, what is up? I ran a new fuel and choke tubes in the tunnel tonight. Oh, sweet, Duke. That's a pain in the butt, though, ain't it? But I did a hey, Rich. For your hell's eyes with that disaster BMW bug. That's why my screen froze. I did an interview with a VW Thing NATO military spec car. It'll be up Sunday, and I'm excited about it. It was hard to see. It was in a garage tight, but it's a pretty cool video. That'll be the upcoming video Sunday while I'm still healing up. Let me see here. So the Duke had got his fuel choke tubes in. That's a pain in the butt messing with a tunnel. But if anybody can do it, Duke can, because he's a body man. Engine should be back in the super next week. Fingers crossed. Get ready to paint the shroud. Been working. Oh, that's cool, Ben. You're going to have fun when you get that motor in. Oops, what did I do there? Oh, there we go. And Alita made it back in. Just checking everybody here. Okay. Well, we got 32 people back and 25 likes. I'm going to start on my dashboard Sunday. I'm just going to move a little slow till I know that I don't mess this shoulder up completely. But I think it is feeling much better than it did. So it's funny when you get older that how stuff like breaks on your body and it hurts a lot longer. You know, how you been, Uncle Bon? I haven't called because I know that you were down for a little bit for the count, and I don't want to be that guy driving you nuts. The one at the top, tunnel cut off on Facebook. Yeah, Darren, that's him. Yeah, I seen the tunnel cut open. But the last couple of days, I've been busy running around, and I believe I hit a like on Duke's thing real quick, but it looked like he had the tunnel opened up on it. Supposed to be Darren, A Buster, and April. Is there anyone that makes a full harness for 74 Super? That I'm aware of, Steve. Heidi, you made it in. I seen the baby goat video. Thank you, honey. I like when you send me videos. I do. Steve, when I was doing the 73 Super Beetle, hey, Jorg, I actually found out, at least when I was doing it 3-4 years ago, I can't remember, they didn't have the harness for the front, like from the dash to the headlights. So if in fact, Toby, welcome back in, yours is okay up front, you might want to be easy on that part of the harness. But other than that, I mean, there's Wolfsburg West and Rebel Wiring. There's quite a few where you can get the wiring harnesses from. Anyone know? Oh, Steve, I believe it's CIP1. Yeah, there's so many. I think Darren favored, why's my back itchy? I think Darren favored Wolfsburg West when he did his. Anyone know if an alternator pulley belt install, my screen jumped, should use at least one spacer shim, or can you go with no spacers? I think that you have, anyone know if an alternator pulley belt install, should you use at least one spacer shim, or you can go with no? Well, you have to use as many spacers that makes the belt proper, Derek. I hope that makes sense. I thought there was like 7 spacers in there or something, and it depends which side you put the spacers on to adjust the belt. I don't think I ever did a belt adjustment video. I should probably do one real quick over the weekend. I don't think I have one, to be honest with you. But you're never going to go with no spacers. I can assure you of that. I need a harness to seen on J-Bugs, but we all know about J-Bugs. Yeah, maybe check Wolfsburg West. He's right. I'm trying to see where I was at on the chat. When everybody posted it once, it jumped. So I'm trying to see where I was. Be patient a minute, because I didn't want to miss nobody here. Roger made it back in. What the heck happened here? Okay, I missed Pablo, because I'm trying not to miss anybody there. Thank you for what you do. You're appreciated. What does the little ball bearing do in the carb? The one you have to use, the taillight screw. That ball bearing sits down inside that chamber where you pull the little fitting out. Now, I can't describe actually what it does, but clean it out and make sure you get it back in there, because you got fuel that flows through there. So you do want to get that back in there. David, Adam. This is one that had the top off. Okay, I got that one. I was trying not to miss any. And boom, 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 boom. Okay, did that. Okay, that's where I was caught up. Okay, I was trying to catch up on the chat. Yeah, I believe that too. Wolfsburg West and Auto and Micro. Why is my screen jumping so much? Okay, a lot better than before. I guess I'm not inspired. I'll explain offline. Okay, then I'll give you a call tomorrow if that's okay. Then I didn't know what was going on, Uncle Bon, but yeah, I'll call tomorrow. I'll text first to see if you're free, and then I'll call. Definitely. I've been wanting to talk to you. Wolfsburg West, their schematics are better. Eric, you need the shims between the outer half and the nut. Cannot remember the number. I thought there was 7, but I don't know where I'm coming up with that number, Adam. But yeah, you definitely can't go without any, 10. Is there 10, Kevin? Because I'm drawing a blank now, to tell you the truth. When he is done, I ain't done yet. Waiting on your step-by-step video. And William, what's up, brother? Found a 36 set of airflow for sale. Talk myself into it, but I do want that airflow. You're going to talk yourself into it. You know you are. Mr. Rocco, welcome in. Putting the wiring kit from J-Bugs, and it's going great. Recommend it so far. And sounds correct, Kevin. My YouTube channel shows me running Wolfsburg West wiring harness, good quality. Yeah, they really are. And they have nice directions with it, too. Thank you very much for the helpful fuel pump install video. I completed that today with the help of your video. Good, Derek. I'm glad that was helpful, my friend. About to point For Adam, steak dinner to drive this way and put this electrical experience to use. Hey, Misty, what's up, honey? Welcome in. And Peter, what your channel? Okay, for the 8,000. Yeah, you're right. I just may talk myself into it. It's gonna, when I come up there to do the interview after talking to you on FaceTime and you showing me everything up there, yeah, that's not going to be a one-day thing. That really isn't. That's going to be multiple visits. And you know, it's funny that I joke all the time about I'd done it on the channel and said something one day about a Yugo or something, and then you showed me that. That was hilarious. I honestly never expected that. So that was kind of hilarious. Some guy was making aftermarket new fuse boxes for VWs. Said he was going to make them for supers, but I don't think he has yet. You know what? I thought I had a fuse box from a super for some reason in a pile of parts in my garage. I could have swore that I did that recently when I was going through my stuff. She's actually getting some stuff done in the kitchen, Kevin. She was helping me get set up, but she had a lot to catch up on. And George made it back in. I'm a car hoe. That's a good thing, though. Mine's trashed. I need it. Oh, well, let me look. I'll check, Ben, when I'm in the garage tomorrow. I got to stop up there. So I'll take a look and see what I have. I could have swore I seen one in a parts box, but I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll shoot you a message. If so, you can have it. I'm not going to use it. Going to swap meet here in Yuma tomorrow. Can't wait for the treasure hunt to begin. Oh, wow. I hope you find some cool stuff. I love the swap meets. I really do. Yep, Heather had her birthday Tuesday, and she's 29 already. Can you believe it? That little kid grew up. I bought the aftermarket fuse box, uses flat fuses. Yeah, some people do switch over to the newer style. That was a good way of saying it, the flat fuses. Can I mention something that I've been seeing on the access on the internet this week about disc brakes? You cannot put 5x2F5 wheel adapters on a 30 kit. 5x2 it needs 5x20 and brake kits. Okay, so I hope everybody's seen that. And the fuse box is torque resto. I'm ordering one for my 64 with ATC fuses. Awesome. Well, I got to scroll back up. I'll be checking it out, Mr. Beater. Good evening. Hey, James, how are you? And hey, George. Okay. Hey, Jeremy, how are you, brother? I just ordered brake drums from J-Bugs for my 66. They say made in Italy, so hopefully they will be good. Italy? Wow, that's different. Wow. Happy belated birthday to Heather from Jorg. I will tell her, I promise you. And oh my God, my birthday is this Tuesday. Oh, wait, shouldn't have told everyone. Torque Resto Parks makes the fuse box. Misty, I'm still in Florida. And I'm so close to getting my project running. You're the best, most trusted resource I found on here. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. I really, really do. I'm not the best and I don't know everything, but I do appreciate that. I really do. We'll be headed up Monday or Tuesday night. George is headed back up. See my post about attempting to build the Gia into a race car, so I ran in. No, I didn't see that, Ben. I really didn't, in all honesty. Let me see. Slade, you'll have sing happy birthday to Misty. I will do that next Friday. I'll do a belated birthday. And that's weird. On Facebook, you know how it'll come up with people's birthdays. And I don't know why. Back's itchy. There was a lot of people with March birthdays. It was crazy the amount that came up. And Taylor, hey Slade, I recently swapped my ball joint beam on my 73. Should I toss my old one? If it's not in bad shape, I would hold on to it. You know, if it's a good German beam. long as it's not rotted out real bad, and they do make plates to repair them. So, you know, I would probably hold on to it if possible. I do stuff like that, and I probably shouldn't. 69. Okay, Misty. Happiest of birthdays, Misty. Yeah, the birthdays seem as we get a little older, they come around a lot quicker for some reason. Like, ugh, please careful. Hopefully see you soon. Yeah, I knew George was headed back up. I just wasn't sure when. And now he answered that. But yeah, I'm excited about putting that video up. It's the first time I've seen a VW thing that was actually military NATO spec. I'd never seen one before in real life. He was actually really lucky to get a hold of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. I did the video last night, and I'll be putting it up Sunday. That'll be Sunday's video while I'm working on the car. I got to sand the whole dash down, and I just don't feel like it, but I have to. I don't like doing body work. I hope to get the 72 done before I retire. Already now is to get the trans rebuilt and thread the Ford. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the trans in that. That's right. I honestly, I'm just trying to make sure I get mine done for the picnic, but I'm not going to stress out over it, but I'll try to get it done by then. March babies are the result of wild 4th of July parties. Somebody did the math there. How cool is that mil-spec thing? Yeah, George, it was pretty cool. I put a short up on it real quick tonight, but it's hard to find a real military NATO spec one, and I forget where he got it. He did say in the video, George, I thought it was neat. I really did, because it was the real deal. It's real military. It wasn't somebody making it that way. It was unique. It really was. Wish YouTube was a thing back in the day. Dennis did a Kuwanga back in the day. He said it was an awesome build. Oh, I'll bet, Misty. Yeah, I wished I had YouTube when, hey, Mad Moose, welcome in, brother. I wished I had YouTube or a lot more internet stuff when I was young, but there was no internet. So anything I did back then, you know the deal. You kind of learned as you did it. When I was 16, turning 16, that my first 68 was the auto stick. I drove it for 2-3 months and went, I can't do burnouts or do anything. This stinks. And I swapped to a 4-speed. And there was no way of getting on the internet and learning. I just had to kind of wing it, you know, and learn on my own real quick in the garage. Somebody saw me working on my bug, said he had a thing down the road. They wanted to help. Never really seen a thing up close. You know what, Ben? At least near me, they're rare. You know, I don't think they made that many. I did a video on the last thing he has. He has 2 of them. This one just happened to be military spec, you know. But to tell you the truth, there is not many around, at least where I live. So I can understand why you never really seen one. And, you know, you say about not seeing stuff. I went to Jim's VW in Ohio for a meet in the fall. I can't remember what month. And there was a notchback there. That's the first one I've seen since I'm Northeast in real life. And wow, is that a cool car? I'd love to have a notchback, but they're not easy to come by. Let me see. Okay, I like doing transmissions. They're fairly simple and oddly relaxing. I don't do trannies. I mean, I can pull them in and out fast, but I never took one apart. I just never tried. I know my buddy used to do the Chevy TH350 trannies, and he did them like that quick. So I guess if you know how to do them, you know, you can do them pretty fast. Go for stock tire. What? Last stock tire, 73 Super. Here it's hard to find true stock size tires. You know what I do, Micro, because I was looking at tires just the other day. I'm going to go with a wider on the back, but I was looking for stock for the front. I put it right in Google, and those tires come up everywhere. Now, they're radials. They're not the old bias ply, which I don't think that's what you're after. But I punched the tire size right into Google, and boom, it populated. There was discount tire. There was a ton of them. So if you punch your size tire in on Google, you're going to be surprised that they're not that hard to get. They're really not, in all honesty. He also did Schluer Or the custom made, but then it's out of bug parts. Oh, wow. That is cool, Misty. That really is. Where are we at here? There we go. Seeing SC2 to VW Classic in Salt Lake. That was cool to see up close. Oh, I bet it was, Ben. I'll bet it was. I don't have enough shows by me to see stuff is the issue. William. Okay, he's talking to William for say need a high performance build on it. 450 horsepower in front of it. And Adam. Automatic or stick. And Neil, what is up? Welcome in. Well, we're getting there. We have 48 people and 37 likes. Good to know. We plan to look for some in the next couple months. Just wanted to be sure. Oh, no problem. Like I said, Micro, I actually, I just happened to punch it into Google and it just boom. So it's not going to be an issue finding them. Here's my thing of what I'm doing is I want raised white letters. It's just who I am. I like them from back in the day. And I did see one size smaller is what I was after, the 155 15s and raised white letters. And they were like 140 a piece. And hi, Lloyd, how are you? And I'm going to run a 205 60 15 in the back, though. I like that fat, skinny look, you know. But I seen the raised white letters, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. There's no doubt. Dub World Dave, what's up? He's unboxing parts. That's always fun, actually. How many people have got their Slade Beetles business cards? I have a feeling many of you have. Yes, Misty has been taking business cards. It was her idea, actually, because she said, hey, send me some of your business cards. And I'm like, I don't have any. She said, well, get some. So I got business cards made up, and she's putting them in all of the boxes she's shipping out with parts. And that's a lovely thing to do. Misty, you have no idea how much I really appreciate that. I didn't download, by the way, from Messenger your tip of the week. I'll get that tonight because it's going in a video Sunday. But I do appreciate that. I do as well. Also, thin white wall. Oh, you'll see them come up, Micro. When you punch that into Google, trust me, the size of your tire that you're looking for, they'll come up all the way down. I probably should buy some good tires so I don't have to keep buying them, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's funny when somebody had posted on a group 2-3 nights ago, I can't remember. They must have bought stuff off of eBay from Misty, and they put a picture up of the Slades card and said thank you. And I think they got confused and thought I was the seller or something. So I straightened that out privately. Let me see. Let's get the likes up, people. Hit that like button. Yeah, I do appreciate that. I really do. And let me make sure I did not miss anybody. Bob, I'd rather have a stick. And I do stub world. P.S. We need more very soon. Oh, okay, Misty. I'll have to place another order because I think I have a small amount left. Yeah, I only have like, I think the cards came out pretty cool in all honesty, although I can't get this to focus, but you get the idea. That shows people where the website is so they can go to the channel. So I'll have to place another order. I bought my Wilson tires from UCIP1 mounted. I'll probably take them to the shop, check the balance when it's running. Oh, Heidi, that's not a bad idea. I would have the balance checked before I agree with you. How good did it come through? Because it kept telling me it failed. I did see one that came through, Misty, so I'm quite sure that it did come through. JBugs beat CIP1 for shipping. Order them within minutes of each other. And I hear you, Airsucker. Yeah, oh, they did. I didn't see it. You guys been keeping me busy. I haven't been online, really. You should be. I keep telling people to call you. So they're probably driving you nuts now. Airsucker's nice. I don't do much for performance engine try. I restore mainly the original unless it's a drag car. I could probably get you some cheap. I don't know who Ben meant. I could get you some cheap. I don't know who he meant. I'm not sure on that. Oh, like the cards. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the cards. They look beautiful next to my green cards. How do you think the fuel pump video came out? Yeah, how's the fuel pump video, guys? because I didn't get to. This is the first I've sat down. Hey Anna, how are you? So I didn't get to watch the fuel pump video. And thank you on the cards. I did a quick design, excuse me, online one night and just boom, real quick. And also VW Trends magazine got a hold of me, and I hope you all subscribe to VW Trends magazine. Dan is awesome. And I didn't know, I'd have to look, and I don't know where I put it, but let me check something here a minute. Okay, let me answer something a minute here, folks. Okay, sorry about that. That was actually my son texting me, and I always answer right away. But VW Trends magazine, yeah, Dan is one of a kind, Ben, no doubt. He is going to every 3 months when I come out quarterly, and I can't find it now. It's in my computer, or it might be in my phone. He's going to put a quarter-page ad in every issue for our channel here. And I just thought that was really, really nice of him. I just have to find it so I can show you folks. And there it is here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. I know this is hard to show stuff like that on here. But that is going to be in VW Trends magazine. Every issue, he's going to put a quarter-page ad. I thought it was awesome. I really did. Dan is a super, super nice guy. I was glad to see VW Trends come back because he was the editor for VW Trends from like 1984 to 1995, I believe, quite a while. And I think he brought the magazine back. I can't remember now. I can't remember, 2011 or something like that. I can't remember now, but I know everybody's hot VW and the whole thing, but I really always liked VW Trends. I think where it stands aside, and I'll shut up about it, I think that VW Trends magazine, they get a little more personalized with folks that are doing DIY stuff. It's not all just show car. It's definitely folks like us. He'll do some articles on, and I just think it's awesome. I really do. But I had to bring that up. I need to watch that video. I need to check mine because I have fuel in my oil. I concur about VW Trends. Yeah, he is, Ben. He is one of a kind. I really like Dan a lot. He's down to earth. Okay, I was talking to William. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Also, if you guys aren't always on B, I've been posting them on YouTube. And that is awesome news, Slade. Thank you, Alita. I was really delighted when he reached out to me. It made my day. I guess he likes the channel. Let me see here. I never balanced tires. I use Centromatic balance rings. Best thing ever made. Perfectly smooth ride. And William, I've never heard of those before. In all sincerity, I've never heard of them before. And Gary said my VW was in Hot VW a long time ago. That is cool. I had one make it in Hot VW, and that was like 16 years ago. I happened to be at a car show, and my Super Beetle I had with me, and they just happened to snap a picture, and it went in the magazine. I don't even know which issue it was now, but it's pretty cool when stuff like that happens. VW Trends has always held a special place in my heart, just from laying on my bed when I was 16 years old, looking through them, And when they went away briefly, it was really a bummer. But thankfully, Dan did bring it back. I love Dan. I keep sending him ideas like Trends over Hot VW. There are commercials, so to speak. Dan tries to find personal stories. And see, that's what I was just trying to explain, Misty. He keeps it real. He keeps it for people like us that are just trying to get our rides together. He does good articles. You don't have to have a grand concourse car to get in there. It's real, and that's what I like. It's why I put a thing on my website I'm creating for VW Trends, hoping people start subscribing because it helps keep the magazine alive. I used to be hot VW, but then once I saw how they reacted when VW Trends was also going to be at the show, VW's pulled the sponsorship. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, Ben, that's some information I did not know about. Lonnie, welcome in. And congrats on VW Trends deal. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. I really do. I was totally blown away when I got the message from him. I forget what issue I was in where he did that whole page on me and Heather for the channel, and I was like, wow. It was such a nice interview that he put us in the magazine. But then when he reached out again, I just thought, wow, he really cares about the community and them finding the DIY stuff to keep them going, I had the honor of being on the cover of the June 2000 VW Trends. Yeah, Dave, it's a good magazine. It really, really is. I got the VW summer issue of last year, the one right after the Slade interview. Yeah, you did, Ben. I'd have to go through my magazines. I'm not sure which one it is now. Southern he was too, long time ago. That's cool, never been. That's why I also sell the Trends on my site at cost with your order. Love to support him the same as I do for you, people hearing people, and people helping people. And you're right, Misty. I mean, if you do go, VW Trends was my favorite. Wasn't a fan of Hot VW. Yeah, Rich, there's a lot like that. And I'm not putting Hot VW down. I have a lot of their magazines from the past. I really do. But when I noticed what Dan was doing, trying to keep it real, like, I'm not even the 68 I'm building. If it's done in time for the meet, people are going to see. I don't build show cars. I build drivers. Now they do look nice, but if I had to get scored somewhere, well, then, people go, well, look at this here. And that's what VW Trends caters to, folks like us. And I think it's amazing. So let's keep that magazine alive. If you go to Misty's website, if she can type it in here, she does do it right off of there. You can go ahead and subscribe, to the magazine. And love that, Misty. Kudos. Oh, absolutely. I was excited. It was out a little bit before I knew. And I think Misty is the one that probably brought it to my attention. And I was like, oh, crap. I didn't even know it was back out yet, So it's good to spread the word around. DW, hey. I like Dan since the first Let's Talk Dubs interview. He's talking about bringing the mag back. Always been a solid dude. Oh, yeah, Ben, he's one of us. He's absolutely down to earth, and that's what I like. I don't like arrogance, on any parts of life, and Dan's not like that. He's just down to earth. We're friends on Facebook. He's a character on there. I get a kick out of that. I watch what I put on Facebook because somebody always gets upset and freaked out. So I just kind of stick to, if people knew what I'd really want to put on Facebook, some would get a big laugh out of stuff, some not as much. So I just be me the best I can. That's what Sue and I are doing with ours. We want a driver that looks nice, not a show car, full factory restore. Well, you know what? And I agree, Micro. I mean, I built a car years ago, many years back. I was young. And I would have to say, I won't use the word flawless. Nothing is flawless. Nothing. But I will say it was pretty close to a show car. Like, I was really meticulous about it. I didn't want to take it anywhere. I didn't even want to park it anywhere. And I ended up selling it later on. But honestly, I like building drivers. I like them to look decent. But if I got to stop at a store somewhere and go in and do some shopping, I don't want to have to worry if it gets scratched or something. I'd probably still be mad, but I want to enjoy the car, and that's what they're about. I got a phone call on Friday at 4 p.m. Dan was going to be in the area. Hey, I wanted to do a meeting in Great Sunday. I pulled off, met him, and best friends since that moment. He wants to do a cover for me. I told him we need to wait until like winter or something when it's not so crazy. Yeah, Dan's going to try to make our picnic this year, the July 12th meet. So VW Trends may be there, but he did have a prior commitment. So I don't know what's going to happen there. If not, he wants to hook up with me the next day. So the funny thing is, if he hooks up with me the next day, then it may be at the house here, and I'm having a brunch at the house here the next day after the meet. That was a lot of information. So he might be here. So I'll know when it gets closer, you know. Lord Mark, welcome in. VB was destroyed yesterday. What's VB? I know I'm probably being dumb here. VB was destroyed yesterday. Clinton! And drivers are way more fun than trailer queens. Oh, DW. There's no doubt about that. I like seeing nice cars. Make no mistake about that. And yeah, I could sit there and take out time and make it a show car. I don't want to. I mean, I am doing stuff right. If you look, I'm not messing around. I'm making sure that it's done properly. But outside of that, I want to be able to drive it, you know. Your 72 was destroyed? What happened? I just realized once I glanced down, sad news, VB was destroyed. My yellow car 72 standard. Man, I'm really sorry, Mark. I'd like to know what happened. Not that it can make anything better. Got to meet Dan and Bill and Andy in the Paint in Vegas, friends with all of them on FB. The community is so cool. It's been so much fun. Oh, Ben, there's nothing like the VW community. I honestly, I love the VW community. I really do. There's a couple poopy pantses in it, but you're going to have that no matter, you know, what you deal with in life. Yeah, he said he is going to send me the schedule when he gets back to town. Wants to do another meet and greet this year. Again, maybe Slade make it out here. It depends on what's going on at that time, Misty. You know, just give me a little bit of notice, though, you know. And Delta Box said, just rebuilt the top end. I have 34 carb, probably 34.3, I imagine, 130 main and a 60 idle jet. Hard to turn. Any suggestions? Do you mean hard to tune? I'm guessing is what you meant, Delta. I want to see what he says to that. I think he means hard to tune. And I got to know what you mean by that. Yes. Okay. Let me go back up. I've always ran a 130 main, but can I ask, like, are you running too lean? Which I doubt that. You're probably running really rich. I either run a 55 or a 60 because of the ethanol, but usually a 60. And I usually run a 130 main. So I don't know if you're running too rich. Okay, I'm scrolling down looking at what you said. I'm not ignoring anybody here. You're running too rich. Then I would go back to the 127.5 main and maybe throw the 55 idle jet in, run it, well, clean the plugs and then run it and then recheck it is what I would do. T-boned. Well, Mark, you're on here, so I suppose you're okay. Was it that bad? I mean, it got, you know, eliminated, I guess. I wish people would start paying attention to their driving. I really, really do. That is sad. I feel so bad for you. I really, really do, brother. That's actually sad. I hope that you're okay, because T-boned. Wow. Whenever I see people having a bad VW time, I say, think you're in the wrong group, and then tell them to go see Slades. You're too much, Ben. Delta, your timing and poopy pants. Yeah, I try to watch Mark. I try to watch what I say just in case kids are watching the TV by their parents and then, you know, Slade dropping an F-bomb or something crazy, you know. Love you, brother. And sore Beetle removed by impact. Ah, man, that just sucks. Please tell me that the dude had insurance, hopefully, and that you have, like, classic car insurance, Mark. It's none of my business, and you don't have to post that here. But I really, really hope so, because you need the proper value. Money don't even replace anything, though, no matter what. That aggravates me. Every time I'm driving down a road, Heather's in the passenger seat looking out. We're going 65 down a interstate, and she'll look over and go, oh my God, somebody's got their phone right up to their face while they're driving. How are people doing this? Like, man, Delta box altitude has a lot to do with the idle drive setting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where he's at. It's hard on here to do a full-blown diagnosis, need the information so we can diagnose it properly. And let me see here, blah, blah, blah. I mean, a 60 and 130 is what I do run. But like you said, altitude, timing, I always start from scratch, like wait till it's cold, valve adjustment, carb adjustment, timing, and then try it and then start working from there. I just bought an EOS Grenadier. It's like an old school Land Rover and Defender 90 had a baby. Well, I'm going to have a lot of fun when I get up there, William, and seeing all your toys. I mean, we were on FaceTime, so, sorry to read this news. I left a lot of VW groups because of the nasty people in comments. This is the best group I've had by far. Thank you, Rich. I will ban people so fast it's unethical. I will block people. I just will, because I don't permit it. But I got to be honest with you. After blocking maybe 2-3 people, and I put something up one day when I wasn't in a good mood a while back, and everybody kind of watches what they're doing on the group now, because you can't come onto a group and start being a wise guy. People have gotten too used to doing this keyboard stuff, where back in the day, you didn't do that because we were face to face, so I don't allow it on the group. I want everybody to feel comfortable when they get on and start typing away and asking a question. Nobody needs slammed for stuff like that, and I will not tolerate it. I'm going to make you a Slades F-bomb graphic in a bomber style for a sticker. Oh, man, that would be cool. The next sticker out. I actually just got a whole new slew. I think, where the hell I put them at? I just said hell. I just got a big bunch of magnets that just came in, so I don't know if anybody's need magnets. I got a bunch of stickers all in, so order away. Just go to the website. I got a whole new box that came in. Travelers, they don't cover well. Ugh. I am so sorry, Mark, and I mean that. You have no idea. That stuff hits home. I hope somebody does something for you, because that is just wrong. I'm going to go with Haggerty, and then I'll see where I value mine at. But that's never a happy ending when stuff like that happens, especially to a vintage car. I love this community, so much help. Thanks, Delta. Wonderful folks. Wonderful folks. The Facebook group is amazing. Everybody on her is awesome. Everybody's trying to help each other, because I can't sit on Facebook. So that's why I really did create the group too. Finally, just us dudes in a club tonight. Wait, she can't hear, can she? She can't hear you, number one. You're safe tonight. I think. I don't see her around. She was trying to get stuff done. Remember, always start valve adjustment, then timing, then carb. I just got done saying that too. And make sure you're not pushing too much fuel. Yeah, you know what? Even with 34.3s, stock fuel pumps, from now on, I'm going to run regulators with a gauge, because I think sometimes they need tweaked a little bit, the fuel pressure. I've learned that a lot lately. Thursday's wife every week. I'm still here, but I took baby steps. She took kicky punches. She gets a kick out of you, number one. She really does. Slade, is that why you threatened to block me? Well, Adam, you were like the F word and, nude photos. I'm like, whoa. Eyeing a red 71. She's lovely. Going to call her Rosebud. Oh, it's Rosebud. Rosebug. Well, that's good. I mean, did you already go over it, Mark? Did you check it out thoroughly yet? Or I need one of those for my toolbox. Yeah, you could VW. Just go to sladesvw.com. I don't know if I can do it. And you can get stickers, magnets, anything you want there. That should pop up, I think. it's down there, sladesvw.com. And I appreciate that. It all helps out the channel. There's stickers and magnets and all kind of stuff. Let me see here. Thank you, Misty. And it's funny you say the toolbox. I created the magnets for the toolbox because that's what I like to do. Everybody's buying them and putting them in their glove box. So I never really thought about that, to be honest with you. I need a magnet for my fridge at the shop. Can I get one when you send the cards? Yeah, I'm going to send you a couple of things, Misty. So it'll be I'll just send you some stuff when I send them. I'm going to send you some stickers and some magnets, but there's a couple other things I want to throw in a box for you. Did you sell your 73 Super, or do you still have it? Micro, if you mean me, the red one that was on in the beginning of the channel, if you do mean me, then yes, I did. I sold it back to the original owner because he had stripped it down to the bones. There was nothing left of it. I rebuilt it, and then sentimental reasons he wanted it back, and then he sold it. But it happens. Dropped off my heads at Jim's Custom VW Tuesday. Jim's a great guy. I see him a couple times a year. On my way to Niagara with the wife. Just got back this evening. I got a couple weeks to get the short block done before I can pick them up. Yeah, Jim is a nice guy. He really is. That's where I go to the meets at. George said, speaking of F-bombs, the F-bomb, VW. Was it my sponsor shop a little while back? I don't know why I'm laughing. Kenny's VW Repair in Holiday, Florida. Hey, George, wasn't there a... Oh, no, that was Keith's. Never mind. There was somebody in West Virginia that did machining work, and I think his name was Keith. I'm almost sure now it wasn't Kenny's. Let me see here. Haggerty is pretty bad, as I doubled the replacement value over the phone with no pics. They want your business and know how to keep it. Oh, yeah. I didn't use them the last time I had American Collectors or something like that. I can't remember. And I didn't have to use them, so I have no feedback on them. But I'm going to probably check Haggerty. And there was somebody else. I forget. Somebody brought it up on one of the forums the other day, and I can't remember the other one. When I bought Miss B last year, yeah, you're in Canada, I said they couldn't insure, so they recommend Haggerty. Sorry, Mark, a little late. Yeah, a lot of people recommend Haggerty. I just can't forget. There was that other one, not Haggerty, but somebody will probably say it on here. Now I can't remember. Don't forget about adding air fresheners to your inventory. By the way, this is the greatest group on the internet, hands down. Thanks, Uncle Bon. I appreciate that. I really do. I never thought of air fresheners because I think Kevin... Wait a minute. Oh, my. I'll bet you Heather stole them and put them in her truck. I could have swore he sent me... She took my air fresheners. I think that Kevin had sent me some air fresheners. I could swear he did. And that's actually a really good idea. I could probably have Kevin do them and he can ship them. Let me see here. Heather's probably putting walk on the dishwasher so Slade doesn't clean it. I think that, excuse me, who put that up on my wall? Somebody put that up on my wall about the dishwasher thing, and I thought, oh, man, I'll do that because Heather's going to think I used a dishwasher. I think it was Lisa did it. Let me see here. My 63 gear was rear-ended in 2017. Ugh. Haggerty sent an adjuster look at it. He lifted the hood and literally said, where is the engine? Well, that's not good. You think somebody from Haggerty, an adjuster? I'd have told him, see all this crap happened for the accident, the damn engine flew out. You could have ran with that, DW. You know that. Rosebud, that's an awesome name. I think so, too. Let me see here. Misty's fuel pump rod and extra gaskets, no regulators needed. You will find out the information when we see your video this week. Yeah, I didn't see that video yet, honey. That's going to... And if anybody caught... I have told Misty to start sending me her shorts, and that didn't sound right. The short videos that she does. And I want to put them at the end of videos because I'm going to call it Misty's Weekly Tip and put it at the end of videos so people can see that, because I just think it's awesome. I really don't need anything. My hoodie is still in good shape. Misty has been a big supporter of our community. She bought a hoodie, the last one she bought, first one, and she like torture tested it for a whole year. She just wore it nonstop and torture tested it. And I'm glad I'm with the company that I am, because they really do hold up. They're nice quality. And now she bought the Built Not Bought. I don't have it on tonight. And so now we'll see the torture test on that. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, Micro, that was, I sold it back to him. I felt bad because once I got it on the road, he's like, will you please sell me that back for sentimental reasons and that? And I did, and he sold it. So, but I know who has it now. It actually went through two people. I sold it back to the original owner. He sold it and flipped it technically. And another guy got it and bought it off of him and put it on the Craigslist and put Slades restoration, you can be seen here. And he put it at a high value. And then Dave bought it, who has it now, who's really a great guy. I've met him a handful of times now. He lives about an hour from me, I think. So it's in really good hands. But I kind of got shanked on that one, you know. Hey, Mike, what's up? Lost track of time hunting for Mika's Barracuda parts. Ooh, those aren't cheap parts. It's really popular and easily reversible, but it's a vogue in style for the driver's side and passenger side to be really independent. Diff wheel, same tires, paint, or OZ trim. That was a lot to say, number one. Heather's on that kick with the Aussie trim. She brought that up, I don't know, a couple nights ago. So I don't know if she was talking to you back and forth or somebody, but she's like, what's the trim called again that I like? Centromatic balance rings. What are those? Heidi, I don't know. That's the first I've heard of them. Excuse me. I have never heard of those before. Loved all videos you did on that car, Slade. Thank you, Micro. That, I know them videos are probably not as good because that's when I first started on YouTube, and not that I'm a professional now, because I'm not. But I did learn a little bit since then, like how to slow down, move the camera, slow down a little, because then I was like all over the place. But I appreciate the comment. I really do. Haggard and Shaw offered me $2,500 payout. I FedExed them a binder with $19,000 in receipts. 3 months later, we finally reached an agreement. Oh, yeah, that's, wow, $2,500. That wasn't very much at all. That was almost an insult. Well, that was an insult, actually. That doesn't surprise me with companies, though. You think Haggerty would know better, though, no matter what. Like, these cars aren't $500 cars no more. Let me see. My local VW mechanic in Washington. And have you seen V8 Nate's Herbie? That thing is going to be epic. Oh, Uncle Bon, we chat back and forth on Facebook Messenger off and on. And he has some really nice ideas. He really, really does, in all honesty. I even told him, I think it was today or yesterday, when I sent him a message back, and I said, you know, you're very creative and talented. I hope you know that. And he was like, oh, man, you know, but he is. I don't think he gives himself enough credit. He's very talented and amazing. We were talking about insurance. You build an engine or do upgrades to your car, make sure to up your value. That's a good tip, Misty, because I kind of wouldn't have thought about that, to be honest with you. Let me catch up here because I'm really messing around. I use J.C. Taylor from my old VWs. Hemmings. Oh, I didn't know they had insurance, number one. I really didn't. So lucky I found this site. Look to pick some brains as a start my resto as soon as it warms up enough to make space in the garage. Well, welcome in, Joe. I think you were in here last week, possibly. My memory is not as good as it used to be, though. And At league right now. Drove Lucy last weekend, and she's doing good. Good luck tonight, Dylan. I hope you're doing good, my friend. And I sent you some. Okay, I thought you did. I don't see them. I'll find them. They're probably in the other drawer here. And I've been using NCM for a few years now. Collector car insurance. Speaking of Herbie, the Polar Lights model company is showing their Herbie model kit, 125 scale, all the right decals. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Any suggestions on a product or method to remove the old headliner adhesive from the interior? You're removing the adhesive off of the good part of the interior, do you mean? Or is it on the metal, like you have the headliner out? I don't know what you mean, Otto, about that. Grundy. Yeah, I forgot about Grundy. I think that's the one. I think that's the one they were talking about on one of them car shows I watched. I'll take a pair of those shorts too. My shorts and personalized service. That's a main Misty thing. It's Otto, I used to wire wheeled on mine. Yeah, Rich, I didn't know if he meant like he got some on his headliner and needed to wipe it off. I didn't know what he meant by that. Just threw a double strike. Nice, Dylan. Nice, nice. I remember watching bowling on TV when I was young with my dad, Earl Anthony. I don't know why I remember that name. That was weird. Hey, Slade, what size of the tires you say you were going to be getting? I'm going to do 205 60 15s on the back because I was checking the diameter. I wanted to stay close to stock diameter, but I want them fat in the back. So my car will have a big butt. And for the front, it's either going to be the 165 or the 155. I got a crappy 165 on a wheel right now. So once I lower the front end, then I'll check and see if there's any rubbing. I'm not slamming it to the ground, you know. I service my own person. Link above to the site to explain what they are. Link above to the site to explain what they are. And I don't know what you meant, William. I'm trying to calculate everybody's stuff here and keep my brain straight. Auto, I just use a drill with wire wheels on it. Link above to the site to explain what they are. I don't know what he meant there. My old hoodie lasts 1 year, 4 months. Car faded away, but the hoodie is still in good shape. Oh, yo, after that long, you were wearing it daily to work. I mean, you were not messing around with that. Ever get Mad Moose? I think he said 155. Yeah, the 155 is what I'm probably going to end up with. And I did find them with raised white letters. I like that. Oh, hey, Darren's got to get up early. It's Friday night. Good night, brother. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. And we say good night, Darren. Guy 68. Haggerty sends out local adjusters, the same people they subcontract are all Allstate, State Farm, etc. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought like they had their own team. You know what I mean? I'm sure this has been debated here before, but what's everyone's opinion for the best year of the Beetle? Well, that's a tough one, to tell you the truth. I mean, Joe, that's a tough one. I don't know if I can answer that one because I love so many of them. I'm really fond of the 68, but that's because that was my first car, you know. So, but I do like the 67 1 years only. I like the ovals. I mean, so that is a tough one. Anybody have a 71, 72, 13 or CB Beetle for sale asking for a friend? That means he's trying to buy one. Dilly's high score 300. You turn red again. Now adding the shorts isn't a good addition. As soon as I said it, it was too late. I couldn't pull it back in. Headliner removal. Would like to remove the old adhesive without damaging the finish under the dried glue residue. Oh, the headliner's removed. Would like to remove the old adhesive without damaging the finish under there. You know what? That glue's probably been on there forever. I don't know if any type of acetone or anything is going to break that down because that glue's old, Otto. You may have to wire wheel and all, or use a brass wheel at least. But you're probably going to have to sling some paint on there, even out of a rattle can, just to seal the metal if that happens. Ash, I prefer your shorts to be subtracted or divided. Are these used shorts asking for? They're new. I posted the link to some tracks I used to balance tires. Oh, okay, William. I wasn't scrolled down far enough yet to see what was going on there. I've never even heard of them before, so that's a bonus. I didn't know anything about them. Best one is the one you own or want or had. The best year is the one you want. 54 split window. I'll never get to own one of them. I wished I could, Uncle Bon, but man, the prices have climbed. But best year is the one I have, and I say 71 because it's the year I have. Let me see. We have American Car Collectors. That's who I had, American Car Collectors, years ago. Someone shows stored cars that tore apart. I feel like split over there. Pardon me, I'll show them. I have used you. The one at 61 was easy. I believe American Car Collectors is the one I had. You really like them a lot, Misty? I mean, no problems. If you ever have to use them, you know. Isopropyl alcohol or Goo Gone. Or dry ice blasting for the glue removal. Yeah, I never tried Goo Gone. I see people bring that up a lot, and it's been out forever. Isopropyl alcohol, I have used that, but not on. Yes, isopropyl alcohol works. Good. I'm glad that this was brought up for Otto. Then I've never tried it. Hey, you know what? There's old glue on my front firewall, and I got to put my carpeting in about 2-3 weeks. So I'm going to try that on that hardened glue and see if that comes off. I'm glad this was brought up. Goof off and or lacquer thinner will probably take off the glue. That's to test small area. Paint will likely come off too. Yeah, lacquer thinner could probably rip the paint off. Let me see. At Double Release K, Auto tried Dawn dish soap, hot water, and vinegar. I don't know. Well, there we go. Much about Facebook. How do I find the group? When you go to Facebook, DW, go up in your search function and punch in Slades VW community. When you click it, the search, you'll see the group come up, and just, apply to join, and then we'll let you in. I keep it a private group, so people can't come in there and act like jerks, but shoot me a message on Facebook. I'm Slade Beetles on Facebook, if you need help getting in or anything like that. Mineral spirits works too. Yes, had to use them. 61 being come down, take out the car from the rain gutter to the running board. Ooh, had to check within a few months, send them the information, allow to fix yourself. Wow, it takes a few months to get a check. I always thought it'd be like a few weeks, but American Collectors, I had a 79 Mercedes 450 SL ragtop that was really cool. And that's who I got for it. I got American Collectors is who I used, but I never had to turn anything in. You know what I mean? Thanks for Justin. We'll try this weekend. I try the isopropyl alcohol, Auto, because that's what I'm going to try tomorrow. Now, I'm curious to see, because I was looking at my firewall in the front, and I looked and thought, I really don't want to wire wheel that all down like you, that I'm going to have to sand, prime, paint, and it's carpet's going over it, just like your headliner. So, honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot too. So we'll be reporting back here next Friday with our findings. Within a month is what I meant to write. This phone put months. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good then, Misty. Maybe I'll reuse them again, because that is who I used on my Mercedes, and the price was reasonable, but that was years ago. So I don't know. I'm sure everybody's prices went up now. Mr. Rocco, hello. I had to tow my 68 Bird with American Car Collectors, and they were great. Came right to my house, towed to my shop of choice. That's good to know. Thank you very much, Mr. Rocco. I like input like this because it gives people real reviews, not the ones we look at online and we're thinking, did that company do that themselves, or is this a real review? So I'm really happy that we get together like this, and even on the Facebook group, and people put down their experiences or their likes or dislikes with companies. So that is awesome. I really want another split bus or a double cab. I have 9 dozen of fresh free range chicken eggs to trade. You ought to get a Ferrari for that. we Heather was mad today because we went to Sam's Club and she buys the eggs there. They're the cage free. Well, they say they are, so I really don't know. It was like $10 or something for maybe 18 eggs. I'm not sure. And Heather and I do like our eggs, sadly. You know what I mean? But I'm sure things will swing around and they'll probably come down in price eventually. I wanted chickens, but our township said no, even though I do have a third of an acre, fenced in, privacy fence, and I was going to quarantine them the one part, in case of the bird flu. I was going to put little masks on them, but I was being a jerk. Truthfully, they told me no. And if I do want to get a special license, it's $3,000 a year. I really hate where I live sometimes, I'll be honest. And I have a nice, beautiful little cottage, nice yard and garage. But I'm getting fed up with the rules, I can assure you of that. And I don't live with houses right next to me either. So it is what it is. They're like the Gestapo here. I thought about changing before the 61 damage, but many don't insure the cars that are apart. Yeah, you know what, Misty? With my 68 right now, I have no coverage, and it's in the garage apart. I'm gonna have to call them. I mean, I'm hoping nothing stupid happens in the garage. I think my homeowners would cover a ton, but probably not the value, you know what I mean, of that I should yet. Mike was talking to Rich. I've got to hook up 30 double yolk eggs for $13. They're big and delicious. Oh, that's not too bad for what's going on right now. How would they know if you had a few chickens? George, I love you, brother, and I agree. But neighbors, really nice people, I mean, I get along with all my neighbors. I really do. But the one that's closer, just don't have that feel-good feeling with them and trust. You know what I mean? It's frustrating because we take very good care of our property. We're very meticulous about how we live. And I'm not bragging. I don't mean it that way. I just meant in general, our property is kept beautiful at all times. But no, they even ran an ad in the local paper after that saying no chickens, no ducks, no this, no that, and don't blow your hair dry, like all kind of stupidity. And I'm like, really? I'm getting fed up. I am getting fed up. And when I do, that means that I'll leave and be living in the woods somewhere. Let's go over eggs and get some old 356s. You can get coverage. Oh, I think Lily came in. Come here, Lil. You can get coverage for the value of purchase parts in the boxes and all. Maybe I should call them, Misty. I really probably should, in all honesty, just to be safe, because I do have a lot of money sitting there now. There's no doubt. At George there, bribery with eggs. That's a good idea. That'd probably be the way to do it now, George. You crack me up. That's a Heather influence on your yard. Yeah, she's the one. I mean, I cut the grass and weed trim, but Heather's real weird about the yard. With the way every tree's got to be pruned, real weird. And I don't know if any of you seen her video on her channel where she did a yard tour not too long ago before winter hit. And I looked and thought, wow, that's pretty cool. And it was my own yard. But Heather's the one that does that. I'm not good with flowers and ponds and streams and all that. She does all that. Homeowners covers it being apart. You just have to negotiate the value of the contents of the building. You may not like the premium, but it can be done that way. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have Erie Insurance, he's a pretty good guy, the guy I deal with, but it might not be a bad idea for me to do what Misty said, Hey, Nate, what is up, brother? We were just talking about you earlier. Uncle Bond brought you up. He's floating around in here. And, yep, you need to move. And, yes, living in the woods is great. Oh, George, I want to. I would like to. I really would. I'd rather do my own thing, nice 2 or 3 car garage in the woods. I really, that would be me. That would be, and I would still film and do everything. I guess then I would get like satellite internet, I guess. I think that's at Starlink or something. You'd hate me as your neighbor because I'd be bugging you all the time. No, Joe, I wouldn't. I wouldn't hate you over that. I get people that stop by a lot or need help or what have you, and I don't mind that. I like helping people. I'm sure you've noticed that though. Weird. It's lovely, and I don't know what Mark said. Oh, okay. Because I'm talking to different people, and then I'm getting confused on what I said. Let me see. Family compound is in the making. 20 acres, plenty of room. Oh, man. I'd like to have even just 5 acres. What's wrong, babe? Did I lock her in there? Well, I didn't go to do that one. Well, she had the toilet in there if she needed it, so. And Nate saying, hey to Bon, Uncle Bon Camino. Like the way you think, Misty. Big old VW community living. And I just dropped your F-bomb in the group. Hey, Ben, don't push your luck. I live in the middle of nowhere, a small town with a population of 48. 48? I got more than that in my neighborhood. You're lucky. Wow. That is awesome, DW. That is awesome. I would love to live like that. You have no idea. You're fuzzy. I just shaved, too. That's weird. Is it really fuzzy? I'm checking my... I don't know. It shouldn't be fuzzy. Hopefully it cleared up. Because I didn't touch no adjustments or anything. That's awesome to see. I'll be looking at 2025 in Florida. And here in Perry County, PA, they leave my chickens alone. You're lucky, Mike. And that's all we wanted, just grab some chickens. This was before the whole egg thing went crazy. We just wanted chickens because of healthier eggs, stuff like that. Garden gnomes. Heather has a whole thing going on out there. I mean, good night, Kevin. I hope you have a great day. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, brother. Heather has a fairy garden, a gnome thing, mushrooms, and then just a lot. If you ever watch her video, I can't put the link up to her specific video that she did a tour with. And she looked so pretty in it. She had a nice white outfit on and walked around. And if Heather can hear me, can you put that link up to that video? It was a really good video when she showed the yard this year. Let me see here. Hate to say goodbye to everyone for having to take care of something. Okay, Alita, thanks for being here, honey, and I'll talk to you soon. Just hit me up on Messenger, dear. And, yep, 48. Google Port Royal, Kentucky. Kentucky? That's where Kevin's at. And micro, it's cleared up. Okay, good, thank you. I didn't touch nothing, so I don't know why it did that for, in all honesty. There's a town in Wyoming that has population of 1 on the sign. That's crazy. Wow, 1. Wait, that's where number 1 lives, I think. Hey, just remember when you all move in that men are only welcome in the store if they have money in their pockets. I prefer all women in the shop. Video focus has come and gone a few times. I don't know why it's doing that for. It's kind of weird because I'm not touching anything. So I don't know why that's happening. Hey, Ramon, or Ramon. I don't know which way to pronounce it. I apologize. And my dog's got her toy if you hear something squeaking. I live down in Moore, Kentucky, 1,500 population. The town I live in is 35 square miles. There's too many people, and they're still building homes nonstop. How are the dogs handling the new cat? Actually, fine. Kitty the cat has to go and get spayed because she's driving us nuts. And the breeder said, wait till she's 6 months. Why wait until 6 months? Well, she just ran by really fast. And they told me, okay, well, then there's a 2-month wait. Wished I'd have knew that. But Lily, especially my Roddy, she's real good with her. She really is. Great video, Mark said. Thanks. That garden tour, when she did that, I was really, really, really happy about it. What was that, babe? Oh, you all right? And she did a good job in that video. I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm going to get off here. Going to work tomorrow. September. I'll have my weekends off free. Good night, good night, Adam. I hope you have a great day tomorrow, brother. I'm going to be going too here. I got stuff I still got to do. That's my hometown. Guess my address. That was correct the first time. All righty. It's hard sometimes because so many names are pronounced so differently. Horseshoe Bend, Idaho, population 790. Moved here 3 years ago. Wow, that's some low populations. Thank you at Heather's Haven. And 600 miles on the floor. Okay, Rottie's the best. I missed my girl. She passed 2 years ago. I'm really sorry, Lonnie. That's hard. I'm dreading that. Lily is 6 now, and she's doing good. She's really healthy. Come here, Lil. Come here. Come here. Get in front of the camera. Come here. Come. Oh, she's worried about what Heather's doing out there. I love the Rotts. I really, really do. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm sorry about your loss. That is very, very hard. No issues with Aviata here. Yeah, I didn't touch anything, so I don't know why it would have done that. I'm in Newport Richie. Just moved back here from Joyzy. And George is going to have a nice summer and be nice and toasty and warm while we're still cold. 13 and a half. Oh, wow, that's great, Lonnie. I'm worried because she's 6, and when I looked online, and I've had Rottweilers before, but they're like average lifespan 7 to 9 years old. And I'm like, ugh. But my buddies live till 12 and a half years. And we really do like baby her. She sleeps on memory foam, I know. And, for her hips, I wanted to put her on a joint supplement just in case, but I don't know which one's a good one or what's real. That, you buy so much crap on the market now, but I just love her to death. I hope she has a long, long life. Missed local folks meet at Causeway last Thursday. Well, you've got many more meets to go to, George. You're going to have so much fun down there. There's there in California. There's so many. I just punched it in on YouTube. I'll just punch in VW Car Show, and I sit back and just watch them. A lot of them do come up in California. They've really got, wow, they got the cars there. And Uncle Bond's on here. He can verify that. He's a California guy. And even the old Impalas and just everything. We don't have that stuff around here. We built our house in 99, and my 67's been taking up a slot garage since one of these days has become spring 2025. Well, your house is fairly new. Mine's 1958, I believe, or something like that. But the house I lived in before that was from like 1910. It was an old Victorian home. I don't miss that one as much, though, because it had the sandstone foundation, and I miss Florida with all the VW shows. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of shows down there. I was bitten on the arm by a Rottweiler a few years back. The pressure put on my arm was unbelievable. I literally thought it broke my arm. It took a chunk out. Oh, Moose, the pressure from a Rottweiler is actually terrifying. I've read a lot of stuff on them. They can bite through a bone. They can literally bite through the bone and just, that's how strong they are. But that's weird you got bit by one. All the ones I've owned, have been very friendly. They do guard. There's no doubt about that. But they really, really do guard. But they're wonderful, wonderful family. Mine been around children and everything. I use Uba vet glucosamine for the 2 dogs we have now. I think it's available in the U.S. Wait, let me write that down real quick, Lonnie, because I've been looking for some Uba. Okay. I've been trying to, I was at Tractor Supply the other day, and I know they usually have good stuff there. And they had a couple different glucosamine conjoined additives or whatever you want to call them, vitamins. But without doing reviews or know much, I didn't buy any. But I'd like to get her started now. She's 6 years old in July. So I want to get her started now and just get it into her system. You know, anything I can do to make her right. She's our baby. Port Royal Post Office is about 200 square feet. We have 20 PO boxes. If you want one, you have to get one on the waiting list and wait for someone to die. Holy crap, TW. Oh, why, hey, how are you? There's a VW pizza meet tomorrow. Oh, pizza. I like that. Still think you should use StreamYard for these so you can go live on YouTube and FB group at the same time. It'll even post comments from both and tell you where they came from. Oh, I didn't know you could do that, Ben. I need to hook up with you and talk with you about that, because StreamYard, I'll have to look up on YouTube because it'll probably give me directions on how to use it. I even have a better video editor that Heather bought me, Vegas Movie Studio. And when I opened it and looked at it, I was like terrified. I'm like, I don't know how to use this. So that's something else I got to learn how to do. I don't want my videos too fancy, but it'd be nice to put me up in the corner of the video talking and showing what I'm doing at the same time. I don't know if that made any sense, but I'll look in the StreamYard. You did bring that up to me before, my friend, and I completely forgot about it. V-dubs all over Arizona, California, and New Mexico. Yeah, that micro, that red Super Beetle that I did the 73, the first round on YouTube, that came from Arizona. That's where the guy bought it from that I got it off of. And I will say that was bad because it spoiled me. There was no rust. It was just, the interior was dry rotted, but I didn't care. I redid it. But I wasn't used to that. I didn't have to put no Bondo in the car anywhere. It was amazing to me living in the Rust Belt to get a car like that. I was feeding him for a friend. He didn't tell me to stop pouring food while he was eating. Oh man, that's food aggression, I guess. Yeah. When I had mine as a pup, and long story short, when I got her, which Heather's rougher than me. I mean, she would like grab her food, pull it away from her to teach her that you don't do that. No food aggression allowed. Heather's rough. She respects her mommy. I mean, she just sits beneath her at her feet, you know. Yeah, I would feel bad if somebody ever tried to touch Heather. She probably would go nuts. I mean, it's technically St. John's, and they don't even count how many people live here. We got here. I missed the car scene in New Mexico. We have a car scene here, but I mean, there are some car groups, but it's hit and miss. It really is. I wished I could pull something together here really big, but it's just hard to where I live. I lived in Florida for 35 years, moved to Jersey 4 years. That was long enough. I will miss the deer hunting though. No doe limit in Zone 8. Oh, wow. That's nice. Yeah, I remember you telling me, George, you weren't there very long. I didn't realize it was that short, 4 years. V-dubs. Slade, does your picnic coincide with the VW swap meet on PA? My picnic is July 12th is when mine is. So I'm not sure about the dates of the other, Actually, most products available are fine. Thank you, Lonnie. Yeah, they had like 6, 7, or 8 different brands there. And I will say Tractor Supply, they do carry, they're real funny about what they carry for their horses, rabbits, chickens, dogs, cats. But I kept staring at them and I thought, I don't even know which one to get. But I figure she's almost 6. It wouldn't hurt to put her on something, even if it's a placebo. Maybe it'll make me feel better that I'm taking good care of her. I'm one of like 7 air-cooled VW owners where I live, and my dad the other. So VW stinks. Car scene is okay though. Start man cars and coffee next Saturday. Oh, that's cool, Ben. I hope that works out, brother. There's VWs around me, but nobody really tries to get anything going like together, which I'll work on soon. I've got too much other stuff going on, but I really would like you said, we have a car scene, but it's just a little bit of everything. Although I'm very fond of old Chevys and old Fords, though, regardless, I love them. 6'9" Baja, 30 years, West Palm Beach, Florida, Virginia. Now I love the country and mountains, just to last about 20 miles. I use Pinnacle for video editing. I've heard of Pinnacle. I never tried it. Believe it or not, I'm using an old Windows program, which seems to work well for what I do. I do very plain Jane DIYs, so don't get too crazy. But Heather did buy me the Vegas Movie Studio, but I do have to learn it. It's much different than what, I'm accustomed to using anyhow. Let me see. Ben, I wish I was closer to joining you guys on Saturday. We're 91 miles. Newport Richey has population around 18,000, but I live just outside the city limits. Oh, you're lucky, George, then. You're not right in the nucleus of everything. 6'9" ball. There's Dice Chief. Time to get off here. A long day tomorrow. Night all. Good night, Bob. I hope you have a great night. I really do. And have a great weekend, brother. I'm going to be heading out of here in a minute, too. Let me see. There we go. All dogs should be trained. Herbie was always trained to be allowed at the door, make people who should be leave. The moment you're through the door, he's your buddy, but don't mess with his kids. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Misty. Lily's actually good around people, but she can get off tilt if need be. But generally, she's pretty good. She really is. I love her to death. Get a coffee shop that's down the host pretty easy. Actually, just do like one Saturday a month. Whoever comes. That's not a bad idea, Ben, in all honesty. We do a show here in Indiana. The ring light just turned up on its own. That was creepy. There in Indiana to Philadelphia with 300 cars last year. Then we do another AACA chapter here, about the same turnout. I probably should try to get something going, William. I really should. I use YouTube Studio, film and edit from my phone, and it shows. No, yours are fine. They're fine. I like keeping it plain. I don't like to get it too fancy because then it just looks like pro stuff, and that's not what I like to do. I love the channel. How long did it take you to get so many subscribers? I don't know, to tell you the truth. I never paid attention. I think 4 years or something. I can't remember. I think it's been 4 years, somewhere around there. But now they're starting to ramp up really quick now. Like 700-800 a month join, so it's pretty cool. Lily's a Rottweiler, German breed Rottweiler. I think it's West Germany. But she's a great gal. She really is. One's that Indiana Painted Show, William White. And he also never liked guys with hats on. His customer lost his host status, hit him with a hat when he was a puppy. Oh, yeah, that's a bad outcome then. Because anybody with a hat is not going to get a welcome. I'm still using the free version of iMovie and YouTube, buddy. Yeah, you know what, George? I'm using a free version of Windows stuff. So, I mean, I don't really... Hi, Edwin. How are you? I don't like mine too fancy. I will do the Vegas Movie Studio that Heather bought me because she did pay for it. And I will try it out. There was just a lot to learn with it. There was just completely different than what I use. But I think it'll be fun to use at the same time because I can do a little more stuff with it, But I am going to head out. I appreciate everybody being there. Actually, I'm getting hungry, if you want me to be honest with you. I had dinner with Heather, but that was like at 3, so I'm ready to eat. But thanks again, folks. I really, really appreciate that. All you had to remove is the hat. I would tell people he's trained to make you remove it. But thanks again for being here. We will see you next Friday night at 9 p.m. Heather will be in next Friday with me. She needed a few weeks off anyhow. She's trying to get a lot of stuff. So she'll be back here next Friday with me. And check out Sundays now. I guess everybody's acclimated to. That's when I send a new video out. This Sundays around 11 or 12. So, hey, thank you, Pete, too. I appreciate the kind comment. And I hope everybody has a really, really great upcoming weekend. Keep safe, healthy, and no matter what, be happy because happiness is what you need. I'll see y'all soon.